Hey guys, so I'm about to do my own hair again. I thought I might try and record it. So yeah, today, yeah, I've got like 4 hours to do faux locks. So we're gonna see how it goes. So I've got here my yarn, which I bought from Amazon. It is 1,090 yards of yarn. Now I watched multiple tutorials for this, so I'm combining all the things I loved in each tutorial. Okay, so to make it lightweight, I'm using the yarn for the base. This is the first time I'm doing faux locks, right? So I'm using yarn for the base, and then I'm going to be using my Marley Hair, which is in this box. I just went to go and collect it from the post office that I didn't know existed in my area. First, I'm going to take this wig off because I'm hot. I feel like a weight's lifted off my head. This is the hair I use for my own Marley twist whenever I do it. Jamaican locks is 44 inches long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 packs. It's called Sensational African Collection Sin Jamaican Locks 44 Color 1B. That's the hair I've got. Now, I've never done this before, never done faux locks in my life. We're gonna see how it goes. Now usually what I've noticed is what they do is they take like hair, they'll take a very thin piece of the Marley hair and then do like a twist or a braid depending on their preference, and then they would then go ahead and braid till their hair is finished, and then like kind of wrap the hair around it, or if they want they can braid it to whenever. But I'm gonna use the yarn method. I had yarn locks in January, and I love those yarn locks. Now I cannot replicate what the people in Ghana did for obvious reasons. If you know about Ghanaian hairstylists in Ghana, you know they're very skilled. And yes, I might be Ghanaian, but I'm not that skilled. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna get each end. We're gonna get each. Let's try again. 1. And we're gonna get each end, and we're just gonna keep on grabbing. And I'm like kind of hooking it around my thumb. Lovely. Right, so we've hit the end now. So you're gonna cut, and you're gonna cut. This yarn is kind of grey, but it doesn't matter because it's going underneath the hair. 6 strands. I'm gonna go like that. So I've looped. Okay. Don't need this anymore. Now the girl I watched, she just free-handed the hairstyle for most of you. She didn't really she didn't do any parts as such. She did parts when she got to like the front, but at the back she pretty much free-handed it, which is what I'm gonna do. I asked my mum to help me, and she didn't want to help me. She was like, "Do I know you?" I wanted her to help me with my hair, and she was like, "I know you from nowhere. Why are you asking me to help?" She was like, "Pay me," and I was like, "Excuse me, pay? Drake?" Oh, actually what she did was she did this, yeah. So you don't actually need to do any of this unless you find it easy. Later on in the video I'll show you a different method, but you can do this if you like it this way as well. Cool. So so now each part has 4 strands, because remember there was 2 strands of 6, so now each part has 4 strands. So I don't know how on earth she did it, but all I know is that this part doesn't need to be tight, so you kind of just braid it in, I guess. Okay, it's working, I think. Maybe I can just bring it closer. So I've braided that in now. braiding it pretty loosely as well because I don't want stiff locks. I don't want that in my life. So what they do in the videos I've seen, they spread out the Marley hair, they stretch it out like so. Yeah, I'm gonna crochet it like this, so that, I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna work better for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna crochet it through at an uneven angle, remember, not halfway but uneven, because you need the length to wrap the hair around. I've got a mirror in front of me here, that's why I'm looking down. Okay, this is the hard part, I think. So what you don't want to do is basically twist the hair. You want to wrap the hair, and you want to make sure every part of the lock is covered, and you want to wrap it tightly as well. This is what that girl meant when she said, careful not to twist the base yarn, the base like braid or whatever you use, with the hair, because then you're gonna end up getting some weird looking twist rather than a lock, which you can kind of see happening a little bit here. But we move. So look, we're getting to the end. Look how much hair we've got left. Isn't that amazing? I'm losing my footing or my handing. So I don't know at which point I started, but I started like wrapping upwards, which you'll kind of see a little bit like coming up in this next bit. This bit shouldn't be going this high, I can't lie to you, but I'm not wasting hair, so we keep going until the hair is finished. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do the back of my head, this bit here, since my mum is moving mad, but you know, if you don't want to help me, then that's also okay. I'll help myself. Okay, so I've just tied it because I don't know where I was going with all that. Now I'm just gonna leave that as it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lock. It's not perfect, but it's sturdy, it's secure. No, excuse me whilst I go show my mum. I'm actually so happy. Okay, let me show you the length. This is how long it is. So I'm gonna do this in two parts. I never thought I was gonna finish my hair today. I don't think I will. So I'm just gonna do as many as I can. I'm gonna do as many as I can, and then once, you know, it's time to go, I go. And then when I come back home,
Day 2.
Hey guys, so today is the next day. So far I've used 1.5 packs of hair, and I've just like finished like burning the hair, but I'll show you what I did when I get to the front so I can show you, because yeah, I need to finish because tomorrow is my church conference and I need to have my hair done for the conference because I dance. So what I'm going to show you right now, I don't think I showed you this before. What I'm going to show you right now is what I do once I've like done the whole yarning thing. So I get the yarn and I count 6 pieces. I think I remember telling you in the beginning I was using 6, right? To cut your time. When you do the hair, what you want to do is hair, I would suggest if you get the yarn, start processing the yarn first, which is what I'm going to show you how to do now. So you take 6. You take 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? If you have something like this, I'm going to show you on this back here. Okay, you take 6, right? And I just do this. I just go like that. Okay, this is going to give. I just do that. And I just like kind of pull it. You know, I don't know what this knot is called, but that's what I do. And I just do that over and over again until the yarn's finished. Obviously, on my last set of 6, I don't put that on there because I'm going to need it like right now. Cool. I'm just going to keep doing that. That's 2 pieces. So I'm aiming to get at least 8. I like my hair to be light because these braids are kind of thick. I like to put my hair up as well, so I need my hair to be like, I need it to cooperate with me basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would suggest that this whole bit, do it before you even start doing the hair. Start separating your yarn, start cutting the yarn, everything the night before you start if you can, because it's very time consuming.
One eternity later.
Guys, it's been hours and hours and hours. It is now 32 minutes past midnight. I started my hair yesterday around 2 o'clock. It's now 32 past midnight, Friday. Okay. It is well, it is well. Now, this is the hair. I have one more left, so I'm going to show you how I did it. I experimented with the color and I was just like, no. So this is the hair. This is literally 2.5, no, just two packs of this hair. So I really bought 5, so I could have just got away with 2, but I didn't know, obviously. 2 because I used yarn, obviously, and as correctly calculated, I only used, I think it was 12 that was on there. So this is the hair. I did it as a middle parting, you know, as one does. You know, I love me a middle parting. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I did it from start to finish. Some of them are really huge, I can't lie, but I got the hang of it towards the front, which is what matters. Yeah, okay. So I couldn't obviously make it tight at the back because I'm the one that's doing it, but I'm gonna do this one from start to finish as best as I can, because when it comes to the candle bit, obviously you guys will have a lighter. I didn't have a lighter, so we improvised. Okay, so I've already pre-oiled this. What I did was get some of this, as shown earlier, moisturize it, follow it up with some rosehip oil, and then like comb out all the knots, because my hair when where's the comb? Comb, where are you? Where are you, comb? Comb. Right, well, I guess I'll use my fingers then. My legs are really itchy because of the small hairs. Ah, there she is. Let's bring you in. Okay, so I've got here 6 strands of yarn. Okay, you're going to take 3. Obviously depends on sizing. It's tiny underneath the thing anyway, but if you do it really tight, you'll get like a size like this, I would say. So yeah, you get 6 strands. You do a little bit of that. You braid. Now, earlier, I would take the 2 strands and another 2 and then make it into 3, but I find that so long to do. You don't need to worry about it being tight because you're going to wrap, and obviously when you wrap it's going to get tighter. Excuse my dry lips. You're not going to braid to the bottom before separating the strands, because you need that to seal the hair in. Doesn't really matter because again you're wrapping the hair, but I'd rather it's neat underneath. So I grab 2 from here and 2 from here. So now each part has 4 strands each, because we had 6, 4, 8, 12, 2 make 6. Maths. Cool. So you're gonna just continue braiding down. And then at this point I'm just gonna lazy braid. Tying it. Cool. Make sure your hair is all nice and even and not knotted. Now this one's already prepared, but usually, you know how like at the end of Marley hair it's kind of like cinched, is that the word? Cinched at each side. What I do is I only undo one end, because, and that's usually the one that's facing down. So imagine this is still cinched, right? I would undo this end, and then the cinched end is what's coming up to the top, okay? So the tutorial I watched, she actually folded the hair and then wrapped it without like hooking it through, but I already knew that would be like long for me, so I thought I'm just gonna crochet it. I'm just gonna crochet it in, and I know, at least I know it's in. Now you see how much space there is between my scalp and the braid, right? And you don't wanna lay your hair flat and then start wrapping, because then your hair will be slanted. So try, and it doesn't matter so much when it's like around here, but at the front of your head you wanna make sure, if you're lazy like me anyway, you wanna make sure the front is like nice. You're going to lift it up and you're going to wrap around. Ooh. You're going to wrap around, and then you're going to lay it down like so. Okay, if you want, you can kind of move it up. So now it's like not slanted, if that makes sense. It's just kind of free moving. And you're gonna start wrapping it. This hair is 44 inches long. See how this hair comes here, and the hair itself is just, it's never ending. So me personally, I think that's why I got away with using just 2 packets, because, and obviously using yarn as the base, because obviously with this hair, a lot of the tutorials I watch, they reach a certain point and then they start having to use like another strand of hair, which is, to me, long. Okay, so now I've reached the bottom. You want to make sure you don't have any knots at the bottom. Don't worry about anything sticking out, because you can burn that off later, or just cut it if you prefer to cut. Or when you go up, you can like kind of conceal it within the upward wrap. If you have some left over, you just start wrapping upwards. If you were to use curly hair, this is where you'd have a goddess lock, I would imagine. But I don't have that, because I'm not inclined to have curly goddess locks. So yeah, once you've reached a certain point, oh gosh, ugh, this is hard. You're gonna wanna wrap it round and make a knot. Don't worry about the security of the knot, because again, you're gonna be burning the hair. So this is what I've done here. Okay. And then you're gonna cut the yarn off. Well, first you're gonna cut the long strand of the knot. You're going to want to neaten up any loose ends, and you're going to want to cut off the yarn. Okay, now I'm going to try to do the ends. So I have here a candle because I don't have a lighter, so I'm being resourceful. So you're going to take the end, okay, you're going to hold it real close. Now this like melts the hair anyway, but I like to just make sure it's so. Just shake. You can take a towel. I don't want to burn my fingers, so I take a towel and then I do that. And then that's the end. Don't know if you can see it very well, but it turns like a weird brown colour. And then what I do, I'm just going to demonstrate it. I don't usually hold the candle, I usually have it on something, but I can't do that right now. So I just hold it like here, and then let the heat neaten the hair. I'm gonna burn my finger, okay. So I would actually skip this step just because it makes your hair stick together. So don't do this step. As long as your hair is neat enough, you don't need to do this melting of the long whole hair. Just burn the ends, or just cut it as neat as you can as well. That's another option as well. You're going And that is your hair sorted. Okay, because you've burned the hair, you might want to, I don't know, I don't have any tips on this because I don't know myself, but I'm sure if you was to add mousse to the hair, like if you was to put mousse in it, I'm pretty sure you'd be okay in terms of like, you know. So with these were like the ones that kind of went a bit crazy. Couldn't save it, and I'm too tired to do anything about it, so I'm just gonna leave it huge. I'm very happy. Mission accomplished. Hi guys, it's been about a week. Today is Wednesday. I finished my hair on last week Thursday, well, early hours of Friday. So I thought I'd come back with a little update. It looks a little bit crazier because I think the hair kind of moves. Didn't look too crazy though. What I might do at some point is trim around the hair, because the bits that I burnt kind of gets the hair stuck to each other. So what I would suggest is, rather than burning the whole braid or lock, just burn the bottom, because that's all that's really important, is the bottom needs to be burnt. So I'm going to show you what I've just done something with one of my braids. I can't remember which one it was, but one of the braids that were a little bit fatter. What you could do, I'm trying to see if I can find one that's unreasonably large. Oh, this is what I did. I just picked out one of my other branded hairs. I didn't get to the bottom, I reached about there, which is why the bottom is still quite fat. But what I did, I just wrapped the hair around it to kind of flatten out, I suppose. This is the same hair that I showed you in the previous clip or segment of the tutorial that was a bit bigger. What you can do, you can just take like a bigger piece. Okay, so this one's quite weird looking. I mean, it's not that big, but what you can do is you can just wrap another bit of hair around it, essentially, if you want it to be like slimmed down. So you just kind of you fold the tip of it, and then you can just basically wrap it around. But yeah, it's been really great. It's really light because of the method I use, where I've crocheted the hair in and it's not been tight. It's been pretty easy to kind of manage and style and stuff. I did get my hands on some mousse, some cream of nature mousse in the hair. Only thing is, it like after a couple of days it leaves a funny like after smell, which I'm not really a fan of. I'm not really a fan of things that smell bad. I mean, it doesn't smell bad to anyone else, it smells bad to me. But I'm sure I can probably like put it in hot water or something. I don't know. I'm probably going to leave it, I can't lie to you. But yeah, I thought I'd come back with a little update. It's been 6 days. So yeah, that's what I've just done. It looks really unneat. If you're like a pernickety person about neatness of hair and stuff, then I would suggest stretching out the hair and then covering all of it. But because I'm literally just doing it to make it look less fat rather than it looking neat, I don't really care about that, because I want my locks to look as authentic as possible anyway. But yeah, so I'm probably going to grab some scissors and trim around each one of the hairs where the burnt bits are, so they stop sticking to each other. But it's not really much of a big deal. I thought I'd just come back with an update. This is it. People have been asking me to do their hair for them. I'm like, this is the first time I've ever done it, but I'm happy to use your hair, you know. How much would you pay for locks? But yeah, it's been really great so far. I'm hoping to keep it in, let's see, maybe till beginning October, and then do it again, because I've still got 3 packs of hair. So I can do it again when I get to uni. How exciting, how exciting. But yes, this is me. I haven't really done any other like updo hairstyles like this. I haven't done anything like this. I've mostly done others, but you can probably tie your hair up like this, and then you could use one of the locks to kind of wrap it around if you don't have a hairband. Maybe I should do a ways to style your locks video. If you want to see me do a video about different hairstyles you can do with, like, you know, locks and stuff, let me know, because I love locks and braids and stuff, and yeah. Just let me know, shout me. I hope you liked this video, and yeah.